Okay, thanks for coming back. This is, I believe, part 4 of the series on my journal collection. And this one, I'm going to kind of phase into the journals that I am currently using. But the last artist that I wanted to feature is Laurie Fusco. She is Girl on the Ridge on YouTube, and Ridge Creations on Etsy. So I purchased this journal from her last November, I think, and it's one of my ones that I'm currently using. So I'm going to kind of leave that for last and just show you this adorable journal that I got from Laurie, and she does have a video of this journal on her YouTube. Of course, I've tied it in the ribbon in a knot. And this one, I loved it because Laurie's a grandma, and she was talking about her granddaughter in this video and said this little girl reminded her of her. And so, being a grandma of several granddaughters, I really, that touched me, and I just had to have this journal. So you can see the full flip through on Laurie's channel, but it's such a fun one. It's got lots of pockets and tucks and wonderful things. And I love Laurie Style. Again, she's the vintage and the shabby chic-y kind of and stuff, but one of the things I really admire about Laurie Style is that it's in some ways truly a junk journal, because, you know, like, nothing is perfectly lined up. Nothing is, see, like, this page is down, this page is up, these are crinkly, which she's done on purpose, I know, but, you know, like, this is torn right here, but it's all good. It all just adds to her style. It's just kind of a more grungy, kind of haphazardly wonderful style. I absolutely love Laurie's work. So, and I know you all do too, because I read the comments on her videos. So yeah, she's fabulous. And so so I got this journal, and then another one of my in-use journals is this one. This is a bag journal from Laurie, and I'll show you that when I show you the ones that I'm currently using. But this is one I just recently got from Laurie. She put it in this awesome bag that she decoupaged a napkin on, and it's a bag journal, and just got all sorts of randomness on the inside. And Laurie really inspired me to make the bag journals, and I love making them. So I'm so grateful to her for that. And she included with this one of her cool file folders that she's been doing. I thought that was so neat. And so Laurie inspired me to do the bag journals, but she also inspired me to get busy with the beeswax. I had done work with beeswax in my mixed media life before I got completely obsessed with junk journals. And so I had some, I pulled it out, and I've been using it on some of my things. So okay, so those two journals, and then I'm gonna just start a quick little, very quick flip through of the journals that I'm using. I have really 5 journals going right now. So we'll start with the ones from Laurie. This one is one of her bag journals, and this is my junk journaling one. I have like free printables, I have journal ideas, I have what I put in some of my journals, I have, oh gosh, how to crochet a simple flower, embellishment ideas. These are all the places I've sold some of my journals, all the states and all the countries, custom orders to keep track of. I also have in here addresses of people that I have been in contact with, want to stay in contact with, and that kind of thing. So this one is my junk journal one. Then this one from Laurie is the one that I got last November and has been my writing journal ever since. So I am, whoop, the pen just falls out. So I am right here. I have journaled through all these pages, and no pictures or anything, all writing. And what's been really awesome is, you know, here's a flip down. Here's a little, this was from last night, a little piece of ephemera, a little piece of coffee dyed paper that I got 2 or 3 or 4 days written on. So one of the things that this has really helped me with, Laurie, is to just see, you know, how you journal on something that has various tucks and things put in. This part, I was journaling about the company that we had, and I was trying to keep, I didn't do it as days went by. I stacked up a bunch of days and then journaled. And so I had to go back through the dates and then put what we had for dinner so I could remind myself of what that day was like. And you know, here's a tag that I put a day on one side and a day on the other side. So I hope that kind of helps you to see how you can really use the ephemera that comes in a junk journal to write on. This was a note from my hubby, so that was a keeper. So cute. And yeah, so I just kind of wanted to show you that in that spirit, to just show you that all these tucks and all these things that we put in our journals, you can really use them. So if you're hesitant to start journaling, then just go for it and write on and around and up and through. This one, you can see I wrote up and around. Another flip. The guest check, wrote right on it, front and back. So there you go. So I love this journal, Laurie. It makes me happy every night. I love it, and I think of you every single day when I write in it, and keeping you especially close to my heart and in my prayers right now. So thank you, Laurie, for sharing your wonderful journals with me. So then I have shown this before. This is my traveler's notebook, and I use it only for travel. So I have an Italy trip that was in a different journal that I attached to the front. And then my husband and I went to Universal for our vacation, and I have all of my little memories in here. As I said on a comment on one of my videos, they were talking about how do you use your journals, and you know, I have all the aspirations to have a journal that looks like Nazi on Amity Bloom or Tiffy Butter, or you know, some of those wonderfully creative. Mine don't look like that. I mean, that you can tell this does not look like that, but it's got all of our memories from our trip in here. The place that we stayed, a note from the staff wishing us a happy anniversary, that kind of stuff, where we met our kids for lunch. Yeah, it's got the memories. And then this one, this is the retreat that I went to in Anaconda, Montana. And on this little thing, I put highlights that I thought were highlights of it. And this was on a glass that one of the gals gave us. And so I have my memories in there. It's not particularly pretty or arty, but my memories are there. So that's the traveler's notebook I'm currently using. Then I got this wonderful book, as I've told you before, from Gina at the Rebookery. And I love, love, love it. And I told Gina that I would show what I've kind of done with it. And for me, I needed a place for some of my favorites and things that I have made that I want to keep. So like there's images in here from Somerset Magazine of things I love. This is a mixed media tag that I made, and I wanted to keep it, and so it is just tucked right in there, and I think it's fun on that page. These are Somerset Magazine pages that I just love this woman's art. This is a tag from Rose Cottage Supply, one of my favorite suppliers on Etsy. And so, yeah, so this was a tag that I got from Rose Cottage Supplies that I love and wanted to keep. This also. Just put some, I guess got to get in camera, just put some little flowers along there. So this is kind of a glue book for me. And there's a pocket down here I can put something in. Love these images. And so it's that, and it's a place to keep some of my art. This again is one of the big mixed media tags that I've done that I wanted to keep. So it's really kind of fun. This was a card that I got that I thought was gorgeous, and I just wanted to keep the front of it, so I glued that in. This is one of my artist trading cards tucked in there. Haven't done a ton to it, but I wanted to just show you how I'm using it. I did just some images glued onto the divider here. Made this pocket a little collage over here of just images that make me happy. Yeah, this one, I started kind of collaging on that one. This little girl was out of a magazine. I thought that was so neat. This is an envelope that I love that I wanted to keep, so I glued that on there. What else have I done in here? This is one of my postcards, that mixed media postcards that I wanted to keep. Again, here's another mixed media postcard. And so this little gal, I thought she went well there. And it's just fun to take some of the images that I'd like to keep that inspire me in some way and have a place to put them. So I love, love, love working in this, and need to take more time to do it. Those are images, again, out of Somerset Magazine. This is one of my little postcards. Then this is another one of the mixed media tags that I made. And then at the back, I put this little packet that has all kinds of vintage playing cards that I want to use in this book. And then some more images that I want to play with in here. So it's kind of a glue book slash keeping some of my artwork. So that's what this book is. And then I also am trying to keep this book up. I have a video on an idea journal, and that's what this is. And so you can check that out. I just keep all of my ideas for pockets and tucks and that sort of stuff in this journal. So those are the 5 journals I am currently using. I hope that this has been helpful, and I really appreciate you taking the time to just look at all of the fun journals that I've collected, and please visit all the Etsy shops that I've listed. I know that everyone would appreciate it. So thanks for watching. Love to you all. Bye-bye.